This video will examine the characters involved in the Roscoe Fatty Arbuckle murder trials and the aftermath of those decisions. Judge Harold Louderback presided over the first trial. His judicial style was formal, procedural, and cautious. He was described as tall, thin, and reserved, maintaining minimal expression. Judge Maurice Dooling presided over the second trial. His judicial style was strict and controlling of courtroom behavior. He projected a more assertive presence than the first judge. Judge Louderback returned for the third Arbuckle trial. His goal was to restore order and fairness, and he presided with increased confidence and decisiveness while maintaining a cautious procedural style. Gavin McNabb was the brilliant and respected lead defense attorney. His style was calm, surgical, and devastating on cross-examination. He projected authority without resorting to theatrics. Key themes in the case included Arbuckle's fame and innocence and the destructive power of the media. The scandal significantly influenced film morality codes and censorship. Matthew Brady, the San Francisco district attorney, was motivated by political ambition and a moral crusade to clean up Hollywood. His style was theatrical, press-driven, and grandstanding. Milton Uren, the assistant district attorney, served as the lead prosecutor in the courtroom. His style was rigid, methodical, and moralizing, with a tense, upright stance and narrow face. Roscoe Fatty Arbuckle, the defendant, was Hollywood's highest-paid comedian. His public persona was a gentle giant, but off-camera, he was shy and beloved by his peers. Maud Delmont was the original prosecution complainant. Her persona was manipulative and unreliable, with a criminal history and involvement in extortion letters. She never testified in the trial. Zay Pravon was a nervous party guest and prosecution witness. Her persona was anxious and inconsistent under pressure, and she was reportedly pressured by police to testify. Alice Blake was a sympathetic party guest and witness who saw Virginia after the incident. Blake's persona was emotional and uncertain, noted for her simple dress and soft features. Dr. William Rumwell was a prosecution medical witness. His persona was confident yet scientifically weak. He was noted for his medical bag, stiff posture, mustache, and spectacles. Dr. Francis Edward Fishbach was a defense medical expert. His persona was calm, authoritative, and scientific, with clean-cut and precise gestures, often utilizing chalkboard diagrams. Dr. Thomas Sherman was a defense medical expert. His persona was analytical and confident in court. He was noted as balding, wore pince-nez glasses, and pointed to anatomical charts. Nurse Virginia Bayer was a defense witness who treated Virginia Rappe. Her persona was compassionate and credible, noted for wearing a nurse's uniform and having a gentle yet firm expression. Virginia Rappe was the deceased victim in the case. She was an aspiring actress with troubled health, often shown in flashbacks wearing flapper style and soft curls. Rappe's death and autopsy focused on her being the deceased victim, an aspiring actress with troubled health. Her visuals included soft curls and flapper style. Detective Ed Brown was the lead investigator. His persona was aggressive, biased, and press-influenced, and he was noted for wearing a fedora and trench coat, always seen with an open notebook. Adolph Zukor, the Paramount Studio founder and Arbuckle's employer, had a calculating persona, protective of his studio's image. He was noted for wearing a business suit and a gold watch chain. Buster Keaton was a loyal friend and supporter. His persona was known as loyal and understated, with his signature deadpan expression and iconic pork pie hat. Mack Sennett was an influential early mentor. His persona was that of a showman and opportunistic figure, noted for his bow tie and megaphone. Arbuckle's major films included shorts from the Keystone era like Fatty Joins the Force and Paramount features like The Butcher Boy and The Cook. Arbuckle's 1921 Paramount contract paid $1 million annually for multiple pictures, giving him creative control, but including a moral clause for public scandal. The contract's significance lies in being the economic engine for the studio's panic, explaining Zukor's actions, and showing how Hollywood used morality as a business tool, foreshadowing modern moral clauses. Legal figures in the trial included Judge Harold Louderback and Judge Maurice Dooling. Defense attorney was Gavin McNabb, while prosecutors were Matthew Brady and Milton Uren. The image for this scene does not contain any text, so no further details can be elaborated in the voiceover for the video. Will Hayes was appointed Hollywood's moral guardian to reassure religious groups. His appointment reflected the industry's panic, aiming to avoid government regulation. This scene does not contain any text content, so no further details can be elaborated in the voiceover for the video. Joe Breen strictly enforced the Hays Production Code as director of the Production Code Administration. His political savvy and enforcement prevented government regulation, making the code a moral police force. William Randolph Hearst was a powerful media mogul who controlled a massive national newspaper empire. He mastered sensationalism and yellow journalism, using his press coverage to shape public opinion and potentially destroy an individual's life. Hearst's use of yellow journalism and sensationalism allowed him to control national press coverage and influence public opinion, demonstrating the devastating impact sensational press could have on a person's life. Hearst's powerful newspaper empire and mastery of yellow journalism enabled him to shape national opinion and severely damage an individual's reputation through sensational media coverage. Key figures in the aftermath include Will Hays, Hollywood's moral guardian, Joseph Breen, who enforced the production code, and William Randolph Hearst, the powerful media mogul who specialized in yellow journalism. Major consequences of the trial included Will Hays helping to avoid regulation, Joseph Breen strictly enforcing the production code, which became a moral police force, and Hearst's influence shaping national public opinion. The production code enforced self-censorship in Hollywood, forcing filmmakers to adapt their content to its restrictions. Compliance was essential, greatly impacting film storylines and character morality. Following the 1922 trial, Lou Telegin's career drastically declined, leading to financial distress. He returned to Europe but failed to regain popularity and tragically died by suicide in 1934. Mabel Normand's film career severely suffered after the Arbuckle trial due to the damage to her reputation. The production code further limited her roles, and she worked mostly on short films until her death in 1930. Supreme Court rulings significantly changed film industry censorship by establishing film as a form of protected speech. These decisions challenged previous censorship powers and contributed to the production code's end. Key Supreme Court decisions established film as protected speech, challenging censorship authority and helping to end the Hollywood production code. Roscoe Fatty Arbuckle's career never fully recovered. The trial had a devastating and lasting impact on Hollywood, significantly influencing morality codes and film censorship and creating industry panic about morality. The production code ultimately ended with the introduction of the MPAA film rating system. Changing cultural attitudes also weakened the code's effectiveness, allowing for a wider range of film content. This scene marks the conclusion of the video. Thank you for watching and learning about the legacy of the Arbuckle trial.